You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about former NBA player, should still be a current NBA player, a guy that's not that far removed from double-doubles averaging in the NBA, but we're talking about Enes Kanter Freedom, a former NBA player that's from Turkey that has since came over. He's gotten his United States citizenship, and it's something that Enes Kanter Freedom is very, very proud of. Well, he's done a couple of things. He's pissed off the NBA because he has called them out over their relationship with China when it comes to human rights issues. And the other thing is Enes Kanter Freedom has flat just come out and started really banging the drum for a lot of issues that you and I are concerned about. And one of those issues is the unfair advantage / safety issue that it is to allow biological men playing in women's sports. Now, the other thing that's happened here is the NBA, because of his outspoken nature and the fact that, let's just be honest, the NBA and the WNBA is an extreme radical leftist sports league. You're talking about a league, both leagues, that wrapped its loving arms around the Marxist Black Lives Matter movement, put it out on their court. And, NBA makes a lot of money off of China. Point of fact, a lot of people wonder, would the NBA even still exist without the subsidization of China? And, of course, the WNBA survives because of the financial lendings of the NBA. Do not get confused here. The WNBA's ratings are still trash. No matter how the media wants to spin it, they will get out there and celebrate a 600,000 viewership basketball game that was on network television, free network television. All the while, you got something like AEW Wrestling drawing 300,000 more viewers. The WNBA is a wreck, and it's an activist league. Well, Enes Kanter Freedom has just decided to combine everything into one and call everybody out. Because if the NBA wants to blackball him, and this is a hell of a way to try to send a point. Oh, you want to blackball me? Oh, the WNBA wants to support all these different radical ideals? How about I put a wig on and go play in the WNBA? Yeah, I do believe, I cannot confirm this, whether or not he's going to change his name to Penis Freedom if he goes to the WNBA, but look, I mean, it would certainly get a point across, and he is trying to make a point. By the way, Enes Kanter would literally average 97 points and 37 rebounds in the WNBA. It would be a dominant disaster for the WNBA, but it certainly would prove a point. It really would. This is Outkick. Enes Kanter Freedom suggests identifying as a woman to play in the WNBA. Honestly, this would be a hilarious point to make, and they would never let him in there. You know, it's kind of weird. Lesbians like Megan Rapinoe and so many of them that play in the WNBA, why there's not any straight players in that league, I don't know. I mean, there's the straight players seem like outliers. And it seems like the women that actually do want to have kids or have a family, in my opinion, they're sort of blackballed in the WNBA. If that gives you an idea of how radical this league is, they feel blackballed. And you would think lesbians would be the deepest of feminists that there possibly are. But these hypocritical lesbians have decided to come out and shield to allow biological men into women's sports, like Megan Rapinoe. It seems insane to me. It's crazy where we have gotten to. It truly has. Enes Kanter Freedom recently floated the possibility as identifying as a woman to dominate the WNBA to prove a point. Men identifying as women and destroying women's sports has become a major topic. It appeared Leah Thomas, a biological man destroying women in a pool, pushed things to a breaking point, and it's been off to the races ever since. We know Riley Gaines has been out there very vocal. A couple of other ladies have stepped up that played that swam in NC2A swimming as well. Now the former Celtics center thinks putting on a wig and destroying the WNBA might finally bring enough outrage to end the nonsense. Freedom recently took to X to share his thoughts on biological men destroying women's sports, and it's clear he's not a fan. Let's just look at what he says. Men don't belong in women's spaces. Restrooms, locker rooms are sports. Since I'm blackballed from the NBA, should I put on a wig and identify as a woman to start dominating the WNBA? Is that when the outrage will begin? Is that fair to all the women who spent their whole life chasing their goals? Where are the women's rights activists and feminists? And the fact is, there's been a few of them, and other women have been moving to cancel those women. I mean, it's baffling to me what's going on in sports right now. Enes Kanter is taking a stand for women's sports. Biological men have no business ruining sports. More people should show the courage to speak out. And he goes on to talk about the fact that Riley Gaines has got a podcast over at Outkick, Gaines for Girls. The former NBA player who lost his career for standing up to China is taking a stand for women, allowing men who are bigger, faster, and stronger to destroy women who have worked their entire lives in a sport is just unacceptable. Enes Kanter Freedom is 6'10", 250 pounds. There's not a woman basketball player on the planet that would have a prayer against him. Now, we know, of course, the WNBA ultimately would not allow Enes Kanter Freedom to play in their league. I mean, look, brave, stunning, and courageous as that league claims to be, boy, you would see some hypocrisy quick, fast, and in a damn hurry. I mean, hell, you let Brittany Griner play, you might as well let Enes Kanter Freedom play, for crying out loud. I'm just saying, you know. I mean, I wonder who's got the deeper voice. I don't know. I kid because I care, obviously. So anyway, I think this is hilarious because he's making a number of points here. I'm blackballed by the NBA for my beliefs, even though you let all these other players in both leagues run around, run their mouth, political activism everywhere. I will continue to say, and I've said it a million times, the WNBA is known for activism and political ideologies that are radical, not for basketball. And that's a really bad look for a sports league. When you're known for activism and not your sport, you're dog shit. I mean, that is really not what's up. And it's clear. Look, you will never convince me that as it stands right now, after he's been out of the league for a year and a half, that Enes Kanter Freedom would not be at least the 7th or 8th best player on any NBA team. Personally speaking, I think he could be a 6th man, but you get my point. It's clear that he is not being allowed, and they pulled off a bunch of horseshit trades involving Enes Kanter Freedom until they just got him out of the league. Adam Silver is pathetic. The NBA is pathetic. The WNBA is pathetic. It's crazy what these people have decided to wrap their loving arms around. But my God, we'll wrap our loving arms around somebody that openly admitted to breaking a law in another country and banged the drum for an entire year to get them home. Wow. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Make sure you use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word will get you 25% off. Go get them right now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.